as a quick example, how many people have ever shopped for a business online, like gone on Google or anything, and a restaurant for sale, auto body shop for sale, whatever. That's one way to market, right? You see, bagel store for sale, doing $800,000 in revenue, earning, $100,000 in earning, asking whatever price they're asking for, right? We've seen that. So the other side, which many people probably are not aware of, is the what we call the closed sale, the private sale. We call it a process. And what that is let's say, and actually not let's say, I'll give you a real case study. And actually I have more case studies to discuss here. We have a specialized manufacturing company. I can't tell you what they do exactly because it's confidential, but suffice it to say, heavy equipment, heavy investment in infrastructure, and it's a union shop doing $25 million a year in revenue, earning $5 million a year, right? So the right way for us that we recommended these folks treat their sale is what we call a closed process, where we went through and we did a study, very detailed, about who the right acquirers would be, and why. And we invite them to participate in a closed session, meaning we give them a little bit of information, enough information for them to formulate an idea that they're interested. And then we have very specific dates. So we give them 30 days to research the company, look at some of the financials that we put forward. And by that time, at the end of the 30 days, they have to give us an indication of interest. It's called an IOI. From those indication of interest, we narrow the pool down to the few who are going to give us an LOI, which is a letter of intent. And we get the owners involved somewhere in between the IOI and the LOI, because ultimately what we want is we want to know where their offers will be. We didn't price it. And we want the owners to drive who the right buyer should be. They choose. So we have a bunch of offers and they get to sit down and say, okay, this is the right guy. This is not the right guy. Let's go with him. I've heard horrible things about him. So just in this story, real quick, $5 million in earnings. Who wants to take a guess at what kind of multiple of earnings this business should sell for? 4 times is a good guess. So 4 times 5 million would be 20 million. Usually 3. Sometimes it's 3. Anybody else want to just throw a number out? Take a quick guess. 1 time?
I'm saying at least 10 times. There's good places. You shouldn't anticipate that. Why do you do this for 10 years?
It's aggressive, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, right? So what happened was we ran the process. We got offers ranging from 18 million to about 26 million. It was the range of offers, so you were not far off. We didn't get quite as high, but we came pretty close. And in the end, and this is why we didn't price it, guys, we were in contract at an offer of $38 million for this business. Why? Because we identified a synergistic buyer that can get ROI, return on their investment, much more quickly than anybody else who came to the table. And he's getting 8 times, right? He's getting, it's an unbelievable exit. So that's one of the good stories. So if you know what the other side is looking for, you might tweak your business to be able to be relevant to them.